www.directioncyop.com, link in the chat. Please also drop all the brothers' links that are up here today. I will also be putting those in the description as we speak. All right. First question, Fatty, what's popping?
Hello. Hi, friends.
What got you into content creation?
Money.
Money solely?
I did it for free. It was fun, but it was my shit. I was doing other people. I want to be rich like Aaron, so I decided to do my channel. Money.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. When you said so, you were like assisting people building channels, artwork,
Yeah,
graphics.
I built like a page somewhere, and I was doing other people channels and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And the channels were popular. I was kind of carrying my own anyway. Fight Club used to be the biggest showcase, and I used to be there all the time, and it was super fun. So it
Yeah.
just transition to I know what to do, I know where I am. Let me try to make money out of
Okay.
this since I've been doing this shit for free for a while. So
Yes. So
that's
during
already
Fight Club, you saw like people noticed you adding value, whatever way it was, for all intents and purposes.
yes. It was
Okay.
on Fight Club. There was a very aggressive environment.
Mm-hmm.
Probably Aaron can talk about that a little bit better, but probably 1,000 people went through there.
Mm-hmm.
If you are on the top of the people that usually on Fight Club, you probably have talent to merge and to go outside. So that's what most people that were on that branch actually
Right.
did. They branched out.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Shit like that. Shit like that.
Makes sense to me. Ali, what's good?
What's going on here?
Everything. Same question, my brother.
Uh, I kind of started out the way Fatty started out. Somebody put me on to this space, and the first person I got connected to was Beans.
Okay.
And I really appreciated Beans' content, by the way, as well too. And it set me over to connecting with Fatty and Jay Prince, and we built something special. And they're trying to connect to the people as well too. So everything was always about the people. It was always being able to have the conversation, not
Yeah.
necessarily trying to tell people how to think, but at least getting people to think. So
Yeah.
it was just kind of a unifying thing.
When I first saw you, you were on Lapeef. How did you make your way there? And at that time, when I was tuning in, it was, I would say upwards of 1,000 people in that chat room, in the chat and such. How did you make your way there? Because I remember I messaged you. I think you thought I was somebody else. You didn't know who I was.
Yeah.
And I was more or less be like, hey, man, that's a great how you articulating points on Lapeef. I would just remember. You remember.
Yeah, of course.
How'd you make your way to Lapeef?
So I was on a show on Lapeef's channel. I was invited to a show called Cheat Critique by a girl named Shan. And then JR saw me on that show, and then he put me on Lapeef.
Okay.
He invited me to Lapeef.
And he saw the value essentially. Okay. Do you like those times better than now, in terms of how the conversation was being had back then?
I can say it seemed like those conversations were just as intentional as now. It wasn't controlled, so everybody got to say what was on their mind, and the people will put on the panel to say exactly how they feel. I don't know if it's the same. I don't have the same feeling of how it is over that way. I'm not sure if you're speaking on just on that panel or in connection to this place, but I think the space, in a way, and the way space is evolving on our side is getting a little too toxic. More so, everybody being intentional. So I don't think it's getting worse. Obviously. There's certain content creators that'll survive, but it's getting worse on our side.
Okay. Interesting.
Shit like that.
Shiggy was popping.
What's good?
Everything, bro. What got you started?
Lapeef, I called in on a Thursday show, gave my thoughts and ideas, and JR asked me to put my information in the back.
Okay.
And then he asked me to be part of his young group of panelists. And people kept asking me to start a channel because they were interested in what I was saying, and that's how it really started going. That's it.
What do you think sparked people's interest in what you were saying?
I think my ability to convey an idea, right? Make it clear.
Yeah.
At least from my point of view. I think people enjoyed that, being able to do that or see people do that, especially because a lot of the things that I say is not that they're brand new or that it's original all the time. It's just being conveyed in a way that makes a lot of sense to both genders and to old and young. So it kind of works. I'm not like the most original, but I can speak well enough for people to get it.
Okay, okay. How did you get to that point? Being such a like, how? What are you? 26?
I'm 27.
Okay, Goo Goo Gaga, right? How did you get
Not
Damn.
27.
so far in your?
They know way.
First shot of the show, it was him. First shot of the show.
How did you get so far?
It's always gonna be him.
How did you get so far in your thought process? Right? I feel. Here's what I'm saying, and I'm saying I feel right. Just when I hear you speak, your thoughts are like further along. Like you should be like Aaron's age or some shit.
I've just always been around older people, and then like I've just been in situations that have kind of forced me to grow up a little quicker. And then also my dad, tried to make sure he raised, children who know how to articulate and communicate, because that's something that he was big on. So, I picked that up as well, trying to follow in his footsteps as best as I can. Type of.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like
Yeah.
that.
Aaron, what's popping?
What's the word?
You tell me, man. How'd you get started?
The best way to describe it is unintentionally. I never came on the internet to be a content creator. It's an organic experience. Everybody watched Lapeef. Let's just be honest. One of the co-founders of Lapeef, we had a conversation, and he said you need to be more present on the internet or social media. That's the way the wave going. And I said, all right, say less. Probably a couple months later, we ended up doing a lot of live streams together. There was a group that was going on there, and one thing led to another. We created a show called Fight Club, and that's what's transpired to this day now. So,
okay, yeah. So I was trying to do some due diligence. So like, there's a couple channels that obviously have like clips of like the hottest moments and such. Generally speaking, how you present yourself, I don't see Fight Club. Would I be wrong in saying that?
yeah, because it was never meant to be that. So it just unraveled that way. It was meant to be a bunch of people just hanging out. You got to understand, after the pandemic happened, everybody was online. They were confined in spaces, and people were, finding communities in all different places. And if you were looking for, somewhere else, you kind of got drafted over here in a lot of ways. So it started off just kind of like this. We all chilling, having a just conversation about absolutely nothing, learning about each other, and it evolves down the line. And then as you spend more and more time together, sometimes people bump heads. So,
Yeah.
But yeah, my personality doesn't necessarily fit that concept of Fight Club, especially unless you mean like word wise.
Yeah, not just general. Like I get, but when you watch clips, right? The clips only show all the action, right? So out of an 11-hour stream, it's only going to show you, action-packed things. But that makes sense. I know there's a cliche out there that says familiarity breeds contempt to them. You know what I mean? Interesting. World Class was popping.
What up?
You tell me, man. How'd you get started?
Had to address a guy that's popular now in my community, saying a bunch of lies. So we invalidated him, so he started saying a bunch of lies. This is in 2019. So I had to embarrass him pretty bad. And then while my child was watching me edit, he asked me what I was doing, and I said I'm editing to put it on YouTube. He said he wanted to do it too, so I said I got to learn it so I can teach him personally.
Okay.
And one thing led to another.
So you had smoke for somebody. You wanted to correct somebody? Was it like correction, or was it like let me expose? Like what was it? What was the point of initially coming on with that person?
He was lying on a woman in our community that most people respect, and just spewing a lot of lies that was getting people in trouble. So
Okay. And then baby boy wanted to learn how to do this, and he saw you, and then you just continued it.
We did a few videos, and his friends love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Salute.
Shit like that. Shit
How old
like
is baby boy?
Shit like that.
7.
7? Okay, word,
Yeah.
word.
He was 3 when we did it.
Man. Sharon was popping.
Goddamn. I'm doing well, thank you.
Why you say goddamn? You know you was next. What got you started, Sharon?
Nothing. So what got me started was the fact that when I started going on Fight Club, I was killing people in debates and conversations so badly. And I seen how badly people was doing with their thought process, how they was dealing with remedial rhetoric. I said, God damn, these brothers need help. And since I started from the bottom, now we here. I said, I got to show some other young people how we got to get there. Because I started from the bottom. I came from nothing, making $8 an hour, made it to a place where I created my own company in the construction world, started on not even know how to climb a ladder. And we just built a lot of dope conversations. I see people needed to see people on the other side of the arguments and disagreements in real life. So I'm the other side. I'm the real life walking, talking, contradicting to what people are talking about in these spaces.
Okay.
Solution-based gang, we here.
Okay, solution-based game.
Yeah.
Okay. So your point is the show people how to do this thing correctly and essentially show them what to be.
Right. So I started this thing called a solution-based gang. So I deal with a lot of issues growing up myself. So I want to show other young brothers of all colors and races that yes, we can get through things. You just got to have the proper tools in front of you to deal with problems as they come in front of you, and not just get stressed out and just give up and quit. Because a lot of young men, they just want to quit. They like, fuck it, it's too hard. I'm just gonna stay at Walmart, live in my mama's basement like Aaron, and leave it as that.
Why the word gang?
Because when you 3 or more people, it's considered a gang.
What about the connotation though?
What's wrong with it?
Gang? The connotation of gang would be negative.
And I came from a negative place, and I became positive. So we can. It's the truth. So I still got a little bit of a negativity in me. So this don't make me relapse.
Okay.
Wow. Shit like that.
Daryl was popping.
What's good, Ham? What's good? How you doing tonight?
I'm doing the right thing, my brother. What got you started in content creation?
So what got me started into content creation is there was someone on here saying that the black culture is trash, and they were attacking black culture and correlating black culture to specifically rap music. It wasn't correlating into brothers like yourself, Ham, brothers like your brothers of Omega Sci-Fi, et cetera, et cetera. They were specifically talking about the most degenerate parts of black culture, and then degrading black women. And then I saw, just as the FBI saw, that there was dangerous propaganda in this, right? So I started doing reaction videos to it. Little did I know that a lot of these people have cultish followings. So the more I did reaction videos, the popular I grew. Then I figured out just go for the big ones, the ones at the top. I think somebody got background noise. I'll mute myself until everybody else mute up because I don't want to be disrespectful.
Go ahead, Daryl. Finish your thoughts so we can get around. Go ahead. They muted.
I know some of us are mature as fuck.
Go ahead.
And shit. But listen, my whole thing is I jumped into this space.
Number one. I heard that.
This space. So
hey, shot number one. I heard that shit. Shot number one. I heard that shit.
Hamp, again, I can't even finish the opening question. I'm gonna mute myself.
I heard that shit.
Done, Hamp.
Don't do that shit again.
You let me know whenever it's done, Hamp.
Yeah, finish.
I didn't come here to have no personal conversations with nobody.
Finish the reason why you came to content creation. Go ahead.
As I was saying to the crowd, I came here because men are spewing dangerous propaganda. As a father of daughters, when I'm seeing different things that's happening out here, I had to check the men, whether they like it or not. And since then, I have been the boogeyman of this space. It's pretty much that simple.
Okay. would you say checking also has a balance to it?
No,
Hmm.
no,
Okay.
because as men, we want to paint a picture that life is not fair, but then ask for fairness. So no, life is not fair. So when it's talking about balance and all that different stuff, no, I don't believe that. And often what I found is the women were the most honest in this space, which is why we developed Sim Nation. I can see my time.
Okay. Okay. Jay Prince was popping.
Yo, man.
Damn, that mic was good.
So I'm chilling, man. What you want to ask me the question or?
Yes, sir. How'd you get started in content creation?
Well, first I would say a lot of pain,
Okay.
a lot of hurt, and I had something to say to get off my chest.
Hmm.
I first started off on Facebook, and what I seen on Facebook, it was like a lot of black women. They was in this swirler group, and within that swirler group, they was talking shit on black men and talking about how white men was better than the black man, and just started just like going down that rabbit hole of doing stuff like that. So I feel like I had something to say, and so I started talking about my experiences with black women and stuff like that. Although I should always clarify, like I'm not against my black women. I'm not finna talk about black women with no other race of people, not white women, not white men, nobody else. This is a conversation between me and my black women. So I started off doing that for since I think that was like 2015, and
Hmm.
I got extremely popular on there. And
Okay.
then once I hit YouTube, I don't know if you heard of Nala says, and Taz and Cynthia G. And I did a show, I did a collab with Nala says and Cynthia G. And that video got about like 70 some thousand views. And then later on, I started watching Lapeef. And then I started seeing Anton, and then Anton dropped a link. From then on, man, I went to their fight club and stuff like that, and I became popular over there. So Anton gave me a channel with just me and him. After I came from Kendra G, I went on Kendra G show. That he gave me a channel, and the channel was booming. We got lots of views. People thought one person came up there gave me. I was taking it as a compliment. They said that I was naturally funny, and I remind them of Richard Pryor. And to be compared to Richard Pryor, that's you know that's a good
That's,
compliment.
yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So I went on from there.
Okay. It's interesting. You mentioned pain first. You felt that the internet was the best place to, was it dive into the pain, discuss the pain, or tell people how you overcame the pain?
Well, I grew up in a family where, uh, like a lot of times, this type of stuff that I'll be speaking on. A lot of times we got into physical fights, and one time we got to start shooting at each other. So I needed a space where I need to get this off my chest,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like it's a lot of people that went through the stuff that I went through, and I came in with the intentions of being 100% honest and transparent because I knew a lot of people that were suffering from a lot of mental health because a lot of that pain developed a mental health. So I knew I was going to attract a certain type of crowd, and I wanted that crowd is the crowd that I was trying to attract is the people that suffering in silence. I had to be the voice of them too, and take the embarrassment.
Okay. That's, I can understand. I can see it. I can see it. Okay. Okay. Salute. Beans was popping.
Yep.
Was goody. How'd you get started?
Well, it's this cat, Aaron O and his sister Brittany B, and they were struggling on this little weak ass platform called Fight Club. And so they hit me up and they was like, please help us, please save us with your personality. And so I came through and helped them with it. Okay, I'm just playing. That ain't what happened. What Aaron O like, don't play with Fight Club, nigga. What really happened was I was dealing with I was dealing with a lot of issues, man, growing up with my mom, and I was dealing with them on Facebook, and it just wasn't Facebook wasn't the platform to have that conversation. And I had a few people tell me YouTube was the place to have that conversation because YouTube is the world, and Facebook is really like just your select group of people. And so I brought the conversation to YouTube, and after being on YouTube for a minute, I discovered these other platforms like Lapeef and Anton and Fight Club and what they had going on. And the conversations just got deep there, man. And it's been a journey. I've been blessed to be here.
Okay. Facebook is not the world. How does that?
I agree to that.
Because they trying to convert it over now where it's more like people doing the followers thing. But at that time, 4 years ago, it was like your friends. So you know what I'm saying? It was just like your friends. Whatever you was posting, it was really for your friends only. Whereas with YouTube, you can literally reach the world immediately.
Yeah, it's almost like somebody had to know you to find your group and etc.
Absolutely.
Right? Or know somebody that knew you, because very rarely there wasn't a feed back then, right? Where you could say this is like interest.
Absolutely.
Okay. That makes sense. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. I'm gonna try to read all the super chats. I usually do a decent job, but as we get into it, I don't know if I'm gonna want to halt the conversation for all the supers, but I think I do a decent job of getting to them for sure.
Please don't.
Granville with the 10 says GBG in full effect. GBG over everybody. On Allen with the 2 says the riskiest show he could have lined up. Nah, bro. Son Kiss, Shalom. Salute. Granville said GBG. All right. But Garrett was popping. My brother with a $10 says, let's get it cracking. Indeed. GBG Sherelle in the building with the 20 balls. He says, salute to my guys, Aaron, Twin, and Cheeky Bandit. GBG in full effect. Gang. Salute. Cellulite with the 10 says, drop the suit. Hamp is wartime. Shit. The Secret Service dressed like this. T.O. with the $2 says, Hamp, you a wild boy for this one. Nah, bro. We gonna have a good time. Quentin with the $2 says, why y'all look mad? TJ Sim Smooth with the $2 says, what up, DJ Hamp in the panel? What's popping? Real Bravado with the $2 says, Hamp in the suit again. Look out. Indeed. You feel me?
I'll be in.
MSR was popping with the $2 says, look at Deacon Hamp. Raw B was good with the $10 says, this is gonna be juicy. This is gonna be pause. Shout out to Hamp, Ali, Aaron, Cheeky, and Team Fatty. Rain on me with the $5 says, dropping all niggas tonight who ain't on the bullshit program. Tommy B was popping with the $2. Hamp looked like he about to pass a collection plate. But Garrett with the 20 balls. Salute. He's an Aaron, Cheeky, Sharon, Fatty, Ali. Salute. Let me see. Daryl Small has 3 occurrence finance charge on his Android. All right. Salute to the $5, man. Blue Collar with the $2 says, salute, good fellas. Appreciate you. T.O. with the $2 says, Sharon, you was a gang member? Quentin with the $2 says, who gonna show their bussy first? JJ Carver with the 200 yen says, why JP look like he a pimp hell driver 2 bugs? Like me. Salute for the 99 cents. Easy money. Salute to everybody else who became a member as well. What up, buzzing, birds, flipping dozen. Holla at your boy, you got your cousin, wasn't? Crown Life with the $2. Salute the Hamp, World Class Beans, and Sharon. Salute. Quentin with the $2. JP fumbled the biggest bag. Maybe we'll understand what he's trying to say. Harambe Jack was popping with the 20 balls. So shout out to Aaron O, Cheeky, no red pill raging. Sharon, it would be too much to ask you not to derail and simp, so do your thing. Podcast, what up? Ask Florida to accept my marriage proposal. Yeah. Hamp, good show. Salute, bro. and NJ Dre was popping with the $2. Jay Prince dead looked like Marshawn Lynch.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Cali was popping. Hamp out here suited and booted. Yeah, man. Indeed. Rock the Den was popping. He says, this spear is why y'all here, especially you ladies. Music Man, what up though with the $2? Let's get this on, niggas. Salute. Once again, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. We have 224 likes. It's 589 people in the building. Let's get the likes up, please.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
Get the likes up, get the likes up, get the likes up, get the likes up.